careful on the golf cart down the hill. That's my first advice.
And down
I'm
the
sure
steps,
you're taking the golf cart.
getting on the boat.
Yeah. Oh, man. Tony, I haven't had hip replacement, and I can barely do it. I've been to that tri-tune you guys got. I can barely get on that boat. And I don't jump in the water because then I can't get back on the boat. So, lot to talk about today. Aaron Judge had a big night last night. Again, the Phillies sweep the Mets. The Reds are a game and a half out. Six-pack coming up. NCAA, this is not fun to talk about, but they are looking into 13 players out of 6 schools that have some gambling implications. Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't really read it.
Couple of Power 4 schools involved here, and I think mainly what they were doing was betting their own props, or having
you just don't bet,
or giving out their props to friends to bet it. Now, back when Pete Rose was betting, and everybody thought, well, he's just betting on his own team, which he wasn't doing, obviously. But everybody said, well, you know what? At least he's trying to win. At least he's betting on his own team. He's not betting against the Reds. He's betting on the Reds. But the problem there is you can manipulate your bullpen. What if John Franco or Randy Myers shouldn't be pitching that night, but Pete bet on the Reds, and he needs this win, and they got a 1-run lead. I'm bringing in Randy Myers.
Yep, we need him bad tonight.
I need him bad. I know his arm's ready to fall off, but I got 2,000 on us tonight. You can manipulate your lineup. So it's not good. And even if these players are betting on, you know what? My prop tonight is over 8.5 points. I'm going to score 20 on these idiots. I'm betting on me. That sounds all nice and good. Hey, he's going to be given 100%. But guess what? Maybe his teammates wide open under the basket for a layup, and he's taking a three-pointer because he's only scored 6 points with 2 minutes left in the game. It's not good. And it leads to worse things.
Yeah.
If you're going to bet on your props to win them, guess what? You're going to bet some unders as well. I'm not going to have 6 assists tonight. I'm not throwing the ball to anybody.
Well, the dumb part that these people do when they get caught doing this is all of a sudden they bet a lot of money.
Yeah. On a silly prop bet that very few people bet.
That's when the red flag goes up.
Yes. And guess what? People are paying attention. Eastern Michigan, Temple, Arizona State, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, and Mississippi State are the 6 schools that have athletes.
Mississippi Valley
State are the 6 schools. I thought it was Mississippi State, so that's an E-me.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
They all have a total of 13 players that are being investigated now by the NCAA. And let me tell you this. If they make it public that these guys are being investigated, they know they've done something wrong because they don't make it public. It's like the Southern District of New York when they went after the U of L and all those other schools. They had something. They didn't just make it up and say, you know what, we think we might have something, so let's go public. When they go public, they have something. Kind of like Pablo Torres and this whole Steve Ballmer thing with the Clippers. Came out yesterday. Oh, more evidence. They've got bank statements showing that this business late in the season paid a lot of money to Kawhi Leonard, who wasn't really working there. Uh-oh. Or as Scooby-Doo would say, ruh-roh. This is not good. Not good at all. And I love having negative news on a Friday. Negative news is great. However, there was good news last night. Green Bay beat Washington, the Commanders, 27-18. It was not that close. Did you watch the game?
I did.
Green Bay looked good.
Do you like the uniforms?
Not especially.
What about you, Matt? You like the
I like
Packers
the
all
green.
right?
I think they're cool. What annoys me with like when teams change their helmets and stuff is that it's never the same shade of color that their jerseys are. Like the white on their helmets is significantly brighter than their jerseys, and it just pisses me off.
Well, maybe that's because the jerseys just get dirtier. No?
I mean, yeah, but it seems like
What do you think about the Saints uniforms this weekend?
Were those like the black and gold ones?
Yes.
They look like Wake Forest uniforms.
They were hideous. You don't want to look like Wake Forest, by the way.
Didn't want to look like them last night either.
No, you didn't. They were up 14-0. Getting 7. Guess what? They didn't cover.
They lost by 10.
Austin Eckler, you knew it right away. We see this injury so often now that when a guy nobody's near him and he takes a step and that leg just kind of buckles for a second at the bottom part, Achilles. Now the Commanders are saying They believe it's an Achilles. Look, it's an Achilles. We know it. Austin Eckler knew it. No pressure put on the foot. He's sitting on the bench. You could tell he was like, well, this season's over. And I'm not a young guy anymore. So is Chris Rodriguez still on that roster?
I believe so.
Because they had the rookie playing.
He ran the ball
night.
in the postseason. He ran the ball a bunch.
Preseason.
Yeah.
They had the rookie playing a lot. He ran. Jane Daniels ran 7 times, I believe, and Eckler ran. They all had 17 yards. If you had 3 guys on the same team for 17 yards rushing exactly, boy, that's a hell of a parlay there. But that's what they had.
How good was your boy Micah? Man,
the Parsons effect is real.
He disrupts the game, doesn't he?
The Parsons effect is real. And the fans at the end of the game chanting, "Thank you, Jerry." Oh, I would love to have been sitting next to Jerry Jones watching that.
Did you see the mural or whatever outside? Thank Jerry, for picture.
Thank you, Jerry.
Parsons. You're giving Jerry a lot of respect to think that he's actually out there watching football games.
Jerry Jones.
Good point.
Yeah, you're right. Jerry Jones is going to get a ton of Christmas cards from Packer fans. He is going to get if I was a Packer fan, a rabid Packer fan, I would send the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones a thank you.
You think they send him a season ticket for life?
They should. I don't know. Those are hard to come by.
Bump somebody's grandchildren down a couple more generations.
I'm sorry. You were next on the list, but we had to give one to Jerry Jones. So.
They'd be like, I understand. I get it.
You were asking about Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. He is with the Red Commander Skins football team.
The Red Commander Skins.
And he was inactive. He was
he was
a late scratch. Yeah.
Well, he won't be a late scratch now unless they go out and get somebody. He's going to have to play some meaningful downs for the Washington Commanders. The Packers lost Jaden Reed. I think this is a big loss.
It's a big loss.
Broke his collarbone. Won't miss the entire season, but he'll probably miss at least half the season now. Early in the game, didn't affect him a whole lot. Dobbs had a few catches. Hey, welcome to the game, Tucker Kraft. Whew. 6 catches, 124 and a touchdown, blocking downfield. This guy's he's quickly. I remember him from last year.
Yeah, I picked him up last year.
Yeah, he's quickly becoming a go-to guy for Jordan Love and a big-time tight end in this league. And I know it's one game. Yeah. But he played good at the end of last year, and he's had 2 good games to start the season.
Well, Musgrove's a guy that they got the ball to too, who was a high pick, and then they got a bunch of receivers. Golden is a first-round choice that they took. They're waiting for him. Yeah. Packers are good.
They are good, and Jordan Love seems to get better and better every game. 19 of 31 last night, 292 and 2 touchdowns, and he's got no problem just chucking it up there.
He was down 2 starting offensive linemen, too.
Yeah.
So that's even more impressive.
And one of the replacements only played 1 series and was so bad they put another offensive
lineman. That the rookie or the guy played 1 year?
That was the rookie. Josh Jacobs, 23 carries, 84 yards and a touchdown. He scored a touchdown 11 straight games now, if you're a fantasy owner, which I'm not.
I am.
Do you have Josh Jacobs?
Thank you, Josh Jacobs. Thank you.
That's a good guy to have, man, and you don't think about it, but he's like if you get at least 1 touchdown every game, that's worth having him. Right, and
see,
there.
I'm also a person I've drafted Kyron Williams the past 2 or 3 years. He's the exact same thing. Where Kyron Williams may have 40 yards, but he's getting them 3 touchdowns.
If it's inside the 3, he's getting the football, right?
Every single time.
He's a big dude. You don't
Kyron Williams?
No,
Josh Jacobs. Yeah,
he's a big dude.
Jaden Daniels, 24 of 42. But only 200 yards on those 24 completions. 2 touchdowns. Zach Ertz had 6 carries, 66 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown. But you mentioned it, Tony. The Micah Parsons effect. He made Jaden Daniels uncomfortable last night.
He almost got himself killed looking over his shoulder at Parsons chasing him the one time, and the corner was coming up. And he'd have hit him. Yeah, he'd have hit him straight on because he didn't see him coming. He was worried about Parsons.
So Packers are 2-0. Obviously, they lead the division right now. The Commanders dropped to 1-1, and all of a sudden, alone in first, the Philadelphia Eagles, who are in Kansas City on late Sunday afternoon.
And I believe they're going to lose. Did I say that?
I'll let you know in the 6-pack who's going to win that game.
I know you're going to let me know.
You have no idea who I'm going to pick.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Well, did you cheat and look at my paper?
Nope.
Dang.
Can read you like a book. Baby.
Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah.
Man, they're good.
They are good.
They did a little old Al stuff from back in the day. And he brought up that he was the Reds radio
72.
guy. And then he left to take the money and go to the Giants. What a mistake that was, he said.
I like what Herbstreit said. So 75, 76, he goes, Marty Brenneman.
Marty Brenneman took over. I went to the Giants for the money. And he's shaking his head the whole time for the money.
But did you see when they showed him in 2001?
Yes.
He didn't look that much different. John.
No, he is.
That was 24 years.
Tony, he's on TV, man.
I mean, I know you
got to
buff
work.
you up.
You got to work hard to stay on TV at that age.
Well, they also buff you up pretty good too. Makeup, the makeup takes care of a lot of
How
stuff.
old is Al Michaels?
Al Michaels is like 72.
He's 80.
He's 80?
Yeah. Just looked it up. Al Michaels is 80, and I don't think he's even considered, and he's so good.
Yeah.
Why consider retirement? If you can still get on the plane and still see and still hear, then you can call ball games.
Well, a couple of years ago, he was the one that got kind of ticked off because the Thursday night games were so crappy.
Oh, I know. Well, he's like Marty Brenneman in that he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Marty Brenneman got to the point where he didn't care. If the Reds stunk, he said it. If he wanted to blame management, he said it.
I mean, Marty does the Laura Dean commercial.
And he had tenure, so they couldn't fire him, unlike his son. Now, Tom's doing CW college football now, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
He does some He did some basketball last
doing
year.
the Miami,
CW.
South Florida game on the CW this week?
Give guys a second chance. People,
No. And he's very good at his job.
Yes.
Very good at his job. All right, we'll talk some baseball. Still got some winners to give out. We'll take a look at tonight's college football slate, which is boring, but we'll take a look at it anyway. Birthday's coming up as well. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big X. John, Tony, and Matt here on this Friday. It's good. Fridays are great. Now, we don't care. We're retired, but Matt, aren't Fridays great?
I love a good Friday.
I used to.
Good Friday.
But,
now you don't?
It is the truth. Well, we haven't worked for 6 years, John.
Well, what do you call this?
We haven't worked for 6 years.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good call.
6 years.
Yeah. 2019,
We're
right?
young guys.
November 2019. You were October.
I was Halloween.
Yeah.
My wife's birthday. She was so proud that I got to retire on her birthday.
I got a call from Social Security office yesterday.
Did you?
They need some more information that apparently I didn't send to them. So.
Uh-oh.
But I start drawing that in November. I guess in October, right?
Yeah.
And my wife's drawn it already. It's great. It's like, hey, don't work, but here's some money. Now, we worked a long time for that. Not a lot of money,
but you paid into it.
We did pay into it.
That's what
we did.
When people say stuff about Social Security going away and everything, it can. But you know what? For all the years that people paid into Social Security, if that would go away, as many problems we have in the world right now, that wouldn't help.
I don't want to be around when it goes away.
Nope.
I don't. And I hope that's 30 years from now, but I don't want to be around when it goes away.
Matt and our kids, man, I hope they have everything still set up.
I'm so glad I'm not young, Matt. Sorry.
Oh, it's going to be bad. I'm already mentally preparing for, I know with my luck, it's going to be like, oh, I'm retired, a couple of years in, I can't wait, and then I'm going to turn on the news. It's like, oh, so Social Security is dried up, it's gone.
And then you'll be a greeter at Walmart.
Oh, forever.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be like, let me see your bag. Give me that receipt.
He'll be in here producing. Hey, kids.
All right, M&M Cards Hotline's open. Matt is waiting for your call, 384-1450, 502-384-1450, if you'd like to join in on the conversation. Game Day Men's Health text line open as well, 502-414-1450. You can text the show at that number, 414-1450. Texter says, need more Scooby-Doo. And hashtag show the scar. We didn't see the scar yesterday, Tony.
It's pretty brutal, man.
This will probably be
clearing up, but it's a big incision.
Last time we'll get to see it because pretty soon it won't look cool.
Oh, it looks cool.
It's not going to look
cool. If you like black and blue and a cut along something and some redness and yellow, it's cool.
Buzz texts the show. I have been, wow. So this is Spears on retirement. Buzz says, I've been collecting Social Security for a few years. He's just trying to tell me he's old.
He just can't remember.
I think I get a check every month. I don't see it, though. All right.
What you got, John?
I don't know. I don't know what I want to talk about. NC State beats Wake last night. They're 3-0, the NC State Wolfpack. 34-24 was the final. Wake Forest led 14-0. They led 24-14, and NC State was clearly the better team. It was 14-7, and NC State got a pick six from a lineman, which you don't see very often. So after that, I said this is not going to be their night, the Wake Forest night, and it wasn't. They're 2-1 now under their new coach. Madisonville stunned Paducah Tillman.
Saw that 18-game winning streak.
18 games.
They're Tornadoes. What are they?
The Madisonville Maroons.
No, I mean
Paducah Tillman. I'd have to look it up.
We got Buzz wanted to call in. He's on the line right now.
All right,
you guys.
Get him on here.
Anyway, 25-22, the Maroons snapped the longest winning streak in the state. Let's bring in our man. We didn't hear the buzzing sound because Matt's new, man. He doesn't know what to play.
Sorry about that.
But Buzz is on the line. How you doing, Buzz?
I'm doing all right. And by the way, Paducah Tillman's nickname is the Blue Tornado.
The Blue Tornado. I knew I was close. Thanks. I knew you'd know, Buzz.
Yeah. But, yeah, we actually played down there my junior year. That was a long bus drive before the Western Kentucky Parkway was built.
Oh, that wasn't a wagon? It was a bus?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was. We called it a bus, but really, it was like 6 horses in front and the mule leading them and kind of deal.
Yeah, Wide Dixie Highway with one lane.
Take a steam train down there to Paducah. Paducah's not close, by the way.
It was an adventure, to be sure.
Paducah, you can go to Cincinnati and back twice in the time it takes to go to Paducah.
Paducah's a long way.
What else on your mind, Buzz?
I just hadn't talked to you guys for a while, and I saw that you guys were off tonight, so I was just kind of wondering how you were going to spend Friday night.
Whatever Mama wants to do.
I'm probably heading down to the lake to see if I can just relax down there. And
I'll irritate her enough where by 5:30 she'll be like, do whatever you want. Just get out of
You know, Buzz, your wife probably says the same thing. My wife will say, I don't know what to do when you're home on a Friday night. I've been a widow on Friday night for years and years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what she'll say. What are you doing home? Don't you have something to do? Get out of here.
Well, you got a big game tonight.
Yes, Manual and Atherton.
You know, and you think back a few years, and you just said, well, why did they even schedule this game?
Yeah.
This Atherton team they're going to be a contender in 5A, and they've outscored teams 120-7 on the season, and handled Central Hardin pretty easily. So I'm looking for a tough game. Plus, it's over there in that valley where their stadium is.
The valley, yeah.
Dog sets in a lot.
You know, Buzz, years ago, we did a game over there and they didn't have a phone line. And we're
back when you needed a phone line.
Yeah, we were all the way down there.
Oh, yeah.
And the game was so lopsided that John gave a tackle to a kid that wasn't even in the game, a friend. And then in the second half, we said, battery's dead.
Battery on our phones is dying, so we're going to have to end this
it was
broadcast.
Like 70-0, you know, back then. When they used to have to play
Early
boys, Atherton.
No running clock.
You know,
no running clock.
Those were horrible.
But that's a different Atherton team, man. This is a good Atherton team. This will be a good challenge for the Crimsons tonight.
Yeah, and I know Jason Frakes wrote in the Courier that this may be the biggest regular season game for Atherton, at least in many years. And I go back to 1959 when Manual had what many people would consider the best team that they've ever had, and Atherton was one of the two teams in the city that really challenged them that year, and that was maybe Atherton's best team, although I know they had some winning teams in the 70s, and then the last couple of years they've really been strong. But, yeah, it's good to see that program on the rise, and it will be a test.
The Ravens,
not the Rebels, right?
They are not the Rebels anymore.
And Buzz, you know, and I was going to say what you said. In the 70s, Atherton had good teams.
Atherton, Butler,
really
Thomas Jefferson, they were all really, really good.
Yeah.
That is the Courier Journal feature game tonight because Jason will be there. So that tells you how far this Atherton program has come when Jason Frakes is covering the Atherton Manual game. But Trinity's off tonight. Tigers are off.
Trinity's playing
Mayle's off tonight. St. X is off tonight. Trinity hosting Carmel. And Tony and I got a week off.
Don't know what to do.
So you guys earned it, too, with that win that you had last week over Male. I think if the Tigers weren't on anybody's radar, which they always should be, but they certainly established themselves because they dominated a good male football team.
Yeah, I think the defense has been really, really good so far.
Yeah, I think
offense
that's the biggest
been
surprise.
good, but defense has been really good.
Marlon Harbin's really, really good.
Yes,
I just, I love watching him play every week of the season but one.
You're not going to miss him next year? Is that what you're saying?
You're not going to miss him when we have to come over there to the stadium?
On either side of the football.
I see the stadium is going to have soccer this weekend, so they're ready to go.
Yep. They are ready to go. The first real home game Manual gets to play is on September 26th, so there's still a few weeks left to go because obviously on the road this week and then another week on the road, and then it's like a homecoming, all-class reunion. It wasn't chosen to be the first game, obviously, but it's going to work out really well if the stadium will open for football with hopefully a lot of fans in the stands and a big night. So a lot of the other new scoreboard, a lot of the other things, the old 100-year-old stadium with the makeover is going to look pretty good.
All right, Buzz, have fun tonight out at Atherton, and thanks for calling. We appreciate it as always. Good to hear from you.
Well, we'll be talking to you guys next week, too.
All right, later, Buzz.
There he goes. He's leaving. Buzzing right out of here. All right, let's get to Tony and Big Al the Fish's mortal NFL locks. Matt, write these down.
These are mortal locks.
You don't have to.
This year is our year.
But
and early in the season, it's tough to get these wins because they haven't figured
let me
it out.
warn Matt here. You're going to laugh.
Oh, Scooter always does.
Because they don't pick the best teams in the NFL.
We pick with the bookmakers.
They pick against what everybody else is picking.
Yeah, whatever normal Joe looks at the game and goes, well, the Chiefs are going to kill the Dolphins. All
right, let's go.
I'll give you the game. You want me to just tell you?
You can, but I think I've known you guys enough to know who you're picking.
Seattle at Pittsburgh, 3 points.
You guys are taking the Seahawks plus the 3.
Taking the 3 and the Seahawks.
That game is in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers going against Aaron Rodgers after he put a big 30-something spot up on the.
I'm not sold on the Steelers.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
New Orleans at home, getting 3 against San Francisco.
This is an interesting game because Brock Purdy's not going to play. Mac Jones will be the starting quarterback for the 49ers. George Kittle's out. McCaffrey seems to be injury prone. Brandon Ayuk is not back yet, which is very interesting. But they're still favored in this game. You guys are taking the Saints.
We're taking the Saints.
Look, the first time I see Mac Jones throw a touchdown to Kendrick Bourne on the San Francisco 49ers, I think that, I'll have a heart attack.
Is that a New England thing?
Yeah.
Are you a New England Patriot fan?
I'm a Patriots fan, yeah.
Oh. I don't know many Patriots fans.
You're too young to be a Patriots fan.
Actually, I'm just the right age. They were, the only team on TV when I was growing up. And I was born in 99. So they were the only team I ever really watched in the NFL when I was growing up.
When's the last time they won a Super Bowl?
2016?
So you were 17 years old?
Something like that, yeah.
You missed out on the good ones, though. You missed out on a bunch of them because you were kind of too young.
The good ones, I watched us come back from 27-3 against 28-3.
You should know that.
That's the best Super Bowl of all time.
Okay, all right.
Only Super Bowl where the winner of it never led for a single second.
Do you have a Tom Brady jersey?
I do not.
Oh.
I have I have a Devontae Parker Patriots jersey.
I like that. Well
too.
Done. All right, Tony.
All right, Miami at home playing New England.
Tell me
Miami's giving 1.5.
Tell me you're not taking the Dolphins here.
Nope. We're taking the Patriots, baby.
Hey-o. Come on.
Plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5.
Come on.
All right.
The next one.
By the way, the six-pack does not like that pick. But go ahead.
Indianapolis at home playing Detroit. Playing Denver.
There's both teams 2-0 here.
Yep.
What's the number?
1.5.
Colts are favored or Denver's favored?
Denver.
Denver's favored by 1.5. You're taking the Colts.
We're taking Denver.
Oh! You almost always take points.
I know it. We're giving a 1.5. Look at that.
Road team giving points against the 33-7 winners last week.
Yep.
All right.
Don't feel like the Colts
Denver and Bo Nix. I got my Broncos hat here, as the YouTube people can now see. That Bo Nix didn't play especially well last week. So
no.
They won, but they were playing a bad team.
And then we'll close it out with Kansas City at home getting 1.5 against Philly.
Taking the big game. That's surprising to me in itself. I say you guys are going to be hard on the Chiefs.
Chiefs plus 1.5. You give me the Chiefs at home against Philly.
I like it.
Gotcha.
So there you go. There's Tony and Big Al's mortal locks.
Get on early this year.
Seattle
be winning, baby.
+3 at Pittsburgh. New Orleans +3 at home against the Niners. New England plus 1.5. They are
Miami.
At Miami. Denver -1.5 at Indy. Taking a lot of road teams here all of a sudden, I noticed. Actually, 3 of them.
Yeah.
And Kansas City at home +1.5 against the Eagles. Only the second time, I mentioned this yesterday, in Patrick Mahomes' career that he has been a home underdog, which is really hard to believe. That just tells you the sustainability of how great Kansas City's been over the last several years.
And the Eagles, the Eagles are still as good as they've been, but I just think going into Kansas City, the crowd, Mahomes, there's just something there that.
And Kansas City's 0-1.
Yeah.
They need this game more than Philadelphia does, that's for sure. All right, we'll take an early break here because we got to get to the six-pack. We got to get to birthdays, and we got to tell you a few things that happened in baseball last night as well. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage, Big X. Tigers on Sports, presented by Avenue of Cartage. John, Tony, Matt filling in for the idiot Scooter. Final segment on this Friday. Final segment of the week.
What happened to Scoot? Do we know?
I don't know.
Come up.
Did he decide to go to the lake?
I know he had to leave. I think it has to do something with either his other studio or maybe a game he has to call or something. I just know he had to leave right towards the end of Just the Cats.
All right. Oh, so he was here?
He was here for a little bit. He was helping me set up the Comrex for the remote show later on.
Okay. We'll give him credit then. If he's working.
If he's working, I'm not still going to be docked some pay. But, all right. M&M Cartage Hotline is closed.
Shut her down.
Shut her down. Don't call Matt. He's not taking any more calls. You can answer if you want to, Matt, but we're not putting him on.
I'll answer. I'll cuss him out on the phone.
Thank you. Game Day Men's Health text line still open, 502-414-1450. If you'd like to text the show, that'd be fine. If I see it, I'll read it. Six-pack coming up. Let's do birthdays. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Say it's your birthday.
There it is. He didn't have the volume up. Was it the AM, FM? No. Was it the radio? Was it the volume? AM, PM? Why didn't you wake up? It was the volume, man.
FM.
It was the volume Seinfeld episode, if you don't. Not
can't say I've watched a lot of Seinfeld.
Not aware.
Same here.
All right. Scooter's not here. This would be a great day for the Scooter meter.
Man.
So we'll do Matt meter, Tony meter, whoever wants to jump in here. Sydney Sweeney is 28 today.
5.
There was no hesitation there.
She had the jeans commercial recently that everybody was freaking out about. But Euphoria, do you watch Euphoria, Matt?
I've never seen it, but I know of it.
She's in that series on HBO, but Sydney Sweeney is 28 today.
I am not going to do a Lee Corso on you. I agree with it. Good call.
Not so. Yes, exactly fast, my friend. Paul Walker passed away in 2013 at the age of 40. He was in the early Fast and Furious movies. He was born on this date in 1973. Joe Pantoliano, Joey Pants. He was Ralph in The Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
He was in Risky Business. He was the pimp in Risky Business.
Yeah.
He's been in a ton of things. You know Joey Pants if you've seen him. I think he was in one of the CSI shows as well.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
So Joey Pants, 74 today. Jennifer Nettles, 51, lead singer of Sugarland, and she's also in The Righteous Gemstones on HBO. She was in some other stuff.
Scoot wouldn't give her a high number because she's kind of thin, little.
Scooter would not like her. She's too skinny. 51 today. Anybody got a number? I'm a good 4 on her.
I'm a good 4.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Jennifer Nettles, a really great singer.
Scoot would have gave her a 3.
Yeah. Peter Scolari, who starred with Tom Hanks in the TV show Bosom Buddies. He was also in That Thing You Do. He passed away a few years ago, born on this date in 1955. Here's one for the Tony meter. And he's going to yell 5 before I get the last name out. Rachel Ward
5
is 68 today.
Not at 68, but at 30.
What's the movie?
Against All Odds.
Against All Odds. That's your favorite
it's one of my,
Rachel Ward film.
Well, she was
in the Thornbirds.
Domino.
She was really pretty back then.
Oh, but I tell you, Matt, she was way up on my list, baby, back in the day.
I knew he was a big Rachel Ward fan.
What's the one that? No, it was Domino. It was the one with Burt Reynolds.
The Thornbirds, Against All Odds, Sharky's Machine. She was Domino in Sharky's
That's
Machine.
what it was. Domino and Sharky's Machine.
Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid with Steve Martin. 68 today. Josh Hopkins, Lexington native.
Yep.
55 today.
Kentucky Wildcat fan.
He was in The Perfect Storm, the old Wahlberg Clooney movie. Big Blue fan. Linda Gray from Dynasty, 85 today. But, as I like to say, back in the day, I would give her a, Tony, 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going with 4.
I'm trying to find some younger pictures of her. I can't pull them up.
She's
yet.
85 now. Kelsey Ballerini, country singer, 32 today. I'm going to go 3.5.
Yeah,
I'm not as big a fan as some people. Weird look? Is that fair?
It's a different look.
It's a different look.
You go.
I'll give her a 4.
Hey, she can wail.
3.75.
She can wail.
Yep.
She can flat out sing, and that adds points. Jennifer Hudson, Dreamgirls, among other things. 44 today. She was a American Idol winner back in the day. Jennifer Hudson, solid 3, I think. 3.5, maybe?
3.5.
I'll go 3.
And talk about can sing. Oh, my God. A voice straight from heaven. All right, sports-wise, Yao Ming is 45 today.
The Minger.
The Minger. He is a big ambassador for the NBA in China, and he should be.
He was, when he was playing for the Rockets, huge in China. They brought all that China basketball on.
And he could play.
He was good.
How tall was he?
7'5".
Yeah.
He could shoot it, too.
Vernon Maxwell, Florida Gator, also a Houston Rocket, 60 today. Freddie Freeman, that would be your home run hitter tonight. He's 36, the Dodger first baseman. Mickey Lolich. Remember Mickey Lolich?
Yep.
Left-hand pitcher for the Tigers mostly, right?
Yep.
85 today.
Was really good.
Kyle Bradish pitches for Baltimore as we speak. He's 29 today. Andrew Luck. Let me just say this. Andrew Luck is 36 today.
General manager, the Stanford Cardinals.
What's he known for? He's GM of Stanford football. No, he was a former coach. And Taylor Jenkins, former coach of the Memphis Grizzlies. I think did he get fired right before the year ended last year? He's 41 today.
Was it last year?
I think it was last year. This past season. And those are your birthdays for today. Let's do the unsponsored six-pack. We don't have any music for that?
Was there music for that?
No, it's a drum roll in there somewhere.
Oh, sorry. He did not tell me about that. That's on me.
If he didn't tell you about that, Matt, that's on him. That's not on you. It's not like you said, oh, by the way, is there any theme sound for the six-pack? You're not supposed to ask him that. He should offer that up. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in the Scoots. There you go. Unsponsored six-pack brought to you by, well, nobody. That's why it's unsponsored. 11-7 on the season, 3-3 last week. Let's start with the early game on Saturday. Oregon and Northwestern. Tony, you wonder who I got here?
Oregon and Northwestern.
The number is 28.
You're going with Duck.
I am all over the Ducks, and I will tell you this. I'm going to pick the Ducks every week now until they don't cover. And it might be this week. But I know Oklahoma State stinks, but Oregon seems to be on a mission. When everybody's talking about the best teams in the country, they're talking about Ohio State, they're talking about Penn State, they're still talking about Texas, who's got a loss. They're talking about other teams, and nobody's really mentioning Oregon, who's ranked 4th in the country. They are really, really good, and they want to score a lot of points. I've seen Northwestern play. It's not impressive. The only hesitance I have is that this one is in Evanston, but I think the Ducks go on the road and cover this game by halftime, give the 28. South Florida at Miami. We talked about it a couple days ago. You're not sneaking up on anybody anymore, South Florida. You snuck up on Boise, who might not be as good as everybody thought. You snuck up on Florida, who also might not be as good as everybody thought. Miami's really good. Carson Beck looks like he has mastered that offense early. South Florida getting 17.5 here. That's a big hook.
But you're taking Miami.
But I'm taking Miami, and I'm giving the points.
I knew that, yep.
And finally, Florida at LSU. We talked about this game yesterday. Everything so far this season says LSU whoops up on the Gators. Billy Napier is on the hottest seat in college football, and I think they circle the wagons. I don't know if they win, but Florida gives LSU a game down in Death Valley this week. Give me the Gators plus the touchdown and extra point.
I'm with you on that one because I think they're so desperate, and every normal bettor that doesn't follow it,
LSU
kills them.
I agree. I'm going against the buck there, which usually it might be the only game I win. NFL, Miami and New England. Sorry, Matt, but unlike Tony, I think the Dolphins cannot be as bad as they were last week. That's all. They're at home. They're only giving 1.5 to New England. New England struggled with the Raiders last week to score points. I think the same thing happens this week. And I think Miami, maybe they get Tyreek Hill involved a little bit. He hasn't had a 30-yard catch in over a year now. How about that? Hasn't had a 30-yard or more catch in over a year. A-Chain, I think, has a good game as well. And Tua, you got to protect him, but he's got to be better. I'm taking Miami and giving the 1.5. I know you disagree. Kansas City and Philadelphia in KC. I'm on Tony's. Look, if a guy's never been an underdog, there's a reason. If it's only the second time at home, Kansas City, again, 0-1. They probably need this win a lot more than Philadelphia does. If Philadelphia loses, they're still going to be tied for the lead in the NFC East.
Who'd Philadelphia beat in the Super Bowl?
I think it was Kansas City.
There you go.
Yeah, but I don't put a lot of stock in it.
I don't either, but
what worries me is Xavier Worthy may not be available for this game. In fact, it's looking like he won't be. Travis Kelce, God love him. He's not young anymore. But Mahomes is still Mahomes. He'll figure out a way. And I think Kansas City wins outright, but I am going to take the 1.5. And finally, Sunday Night Football, Atlanta at Minnesota. Tony,
Easy
Minnesota
one.
Vikings are 3.5-point favorites here. I'm going to go again to the who needs it more, and I think Atlanta needs it more here after coming off that Tampa Bay loss. Minnesota coming off.
Audience.
The studio audience is irate today. The Vikings coming off that come-from-behind win over the Bears. J.J. McCarthy had a great quarter and a half at the end of that game, but that means he'd had a not-so-great 2.5 quarters. Michael Penix, I like a lot, so give me the Falcons. I don't know if they win, but I'm taking the 3.5 points. So there's your six-pack. Oregon minus 28 at Northwestern. Miami minus 17.5 against the South Florida Bulls. Florida plus 7 at LSU. Dolphins minus 1.5 against the Patriots. Chiefs plus 1.5 at home against Philly. And Falcons plus 3.5 at Minnesota. That is this week's unsponsored six-pack.
Play responsibly.
Yes, Matt, play responsibly.
Always.
I don't want you blaming me to your psychiatrist when it all goes bad.
Those old guys pick games. And
they told me there was going to be winners.
They always say pick against them.
These guys are idiots. We do say pick against us. We say that all the time.
You'll make money.
All right, Aaron Judge tied Joe DiMaggio last night. You see this? He hit his 361st home run as a Yankee, and he ties Joe DiMaggio for 4th on the all-time New York Yankee home run list with 361. Now, here's a great stat, and look, this is trolling a little bit, but I just thought it was funny. Aaron Judge hit his 361st home run last night. It took him 1,129 games to do that. Joe DiMaggio struck out 369 times in his career. Aaron Judge took 266 games to strike out 369 times. I know that's mean because strikeouts, nobody cares anymore in the league.
It baffles me, John.
But don't try to tell me Aaron Judge was better than Joe DiMaggio because he's tied him in home runs. That's all.
Well, that total different eras, different type of players.
It is. You're right.
I get so tired of seeing guys come up to the plate hitting 218. 218 and 222. My dad used to always complain, my dad said if you can't hit your, you can't hit over 220, you shouldn't be playing. But it's the way of the world, man.
Yeah, it is.
Is anybody going to hit 300?
Sadly, you're right. We don't know.
I saw a great comparison on MLB last night. Mike Trout and Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
They're if you watch them swing, they swing a lot alike. Who do you think's bigger, Mantle or Trout?
I would have thought Mickey Mantle if you just asked me that question in any other time, but right now I think it's Trout.
Trout's like 6'2". Mickey was like 5'11". They were timing him running to first base, and his
talking about Trout?
No, Mantle.
Mickey Mantle?
Saying how fast he was,
yeah.
How great. It was just really interesting.
Trout, by the way, hit his 399th career home run last night. In a loss, Seattle beat the Angels 7-6-12. Seattle is now tied with Houston, who lost for first place in the American League West.
Seattle wins in extra innings again.
I'm sorry about your Rangers. Your Rangers go to the Mets tonight.
They'll end the Mets season.
Phillies were down 4-0 in the first. We told this story at the beginning. I texted Scooter, told him bet the Phillies. Phillies win 6-5, and the last 25 Mets did not reach base. That's an incredible number. They didn't have anybody on base after the first inning, and the Phillies win it 6-4.
Is it the weekend, Johnny?
The weekend's here, Matthew. No Matt Dennison today. Am I right on that?
That is true. No Matt Dennison.
No Matt Dennison, but Tony and I will see you on Monday on YouTube. Talk to you on the radio as well. Thanks for listening.